in the Class Single A with the section champion Southridge Panthers taking on the 6th-seeded Hayfield. It's the first state appearance for the Panthers since 2019, and they haven't lost in a whole month, dating back to May 12th, but the Hayfield Vikings would hit the board first, swinging hard into the outfield for an RBI double. Throw home not in time as the Vikings quickly take a 1-0 lead in the second. Bottom of third now for Ben Pradaski. His line drive is bobbled by Hayfield. Runner from third can cross home plate, and just like that, Southridge ties up the game at 1 apiece, and we'd stay deadlocked until extra innings. Bottom of 8th for Zaire Alexander. He knocks one into the outfield, but with a runner on third and only one out, the sacrifice does the trick. The Panthers get the walk-off winner 2-1 in 8 innings to win their opening game and advance to the semifinal round. The Panthers now advance to the Class A semifinals tomorrow morning, where they will take on second-seeded New Ulm Cathedral. Southridge now riding a 10-game win streak. First pitch is bright and early at 9:30 a.m., so get your coffee. That'll be at St. Cloud at Joe Faber Field. Then in Class AA, the top-seeded Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers took to stage for the first time since 2022. After trailing early 1-0, the Toppers exploded for 8 runs in the third inning, thanks to a combination of base hits, stolen bases, RBIs, you name it. Sophomore Alden Marsalic drove in 2 runs, while junior Lucero and Max Beresford also had an RBI. The top-seeded Hilltoppers showing why they're the class of Class AA, taking down 8th-seeded Concordia Academy by a final score of 11-4. Marshall also plays in the semifinals tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. from St. Cloud. And over in Class AAA, the 5th-seeded Grand Rapids Thunderhawks were also competing in the state tourney. They fell in 5 innings to the 4th-seeded Delano Tigers, who scored 6 total runs in the first 3 innings and added 4 in the 4th. The Thunderhawks fall into the consolation bracket and will play Stewartville tomorrow morning at 11:30. Still to come.